Hello, Facebook. I'm back again, and this time I'm back to basically clear up some things that I've been meaning to do a while back, maybe for the past 2 years, and I just wanted to talk to all of the aspiring guitar players, the aspiring drummers, the aspiring bass players, the aspiring piano players, the aspiring trumpet players, whatever you play, whatever your interest is. But here tonight, we're going to talk about the guitar, okay? Now, this guitar that I'm holding, this guitar is older than I am. It was my dad's, and this is the very first guitar that I ever put my hands on in my life. And my dad taught me the basics, okay, of the guitar. It was like building a house. You know, there's a foundation, and then from there you build. Okay, you build. Okay, but what I want to get at, there's a I've been seeing online on Facebook in particular. These messages from, I guess, their companies, or I don't know who they are, the people that put them on there, about this a CD software or something like that, I don't know, that could have you playing guitar professionally in 7 days. Now, I must tell you, with over 25 years of experience with playing guitar, okay, I've never been able to play guitar professionally in 7 days. Now, I guess that's somebody's hustle. I guess, yeah, somebody's hustle, you know. I'm not here to charge anybody any money. I'm not here to fool anybody or pull the wool over your eyes. But I just want to tell you that I didn't learn to play guitar professionally in 7 days. Now, I'm going to just show all of the aspiring guitar players. Now, what I want you to do before I get started, okay, I want y'all to go to your bedrooms or go to your closet, pull out your guitar, okay? Pull out your guitar. I'm going to wait for a few minutes. I want you to get your guitar. And, okay, and I hope that it's tuned, okay? I'm going to show you a chord. I'm going to show you. My dad started me out with one chord on this very guitar that I'm holding right now. And the chord was called, well, let me just say, before I started singing, before I knew I had a voice, I'm a guitar player first. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did professionally, you know, before I started singing. I'm a guitarist, okay? I don't have no I didn't learn with any gimmicks. I didn't learn with any tricks. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see a lot of things that some softwares that can teach you some guitar tricks. Well, I didn't learn any tricks. You know what I'm saying? There was no shortcuts when I was coming along learning how to play guitar. Now, but what I want to show you, okay, I hope y'all got y'all guitars out. Okay, now listen. This is what you call, now, understanding your fretboard. Okay, this right here is your fretboard. Okay, this right here that I'm got my left hand on. This is called the fretboard. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something. Now let's go with the open strings. Let's go with the open strings. Okay, this right here, the last string, that's that little skinny one down the bottom, right? Listen, that's called the E1. Okay, that's one. You got 6 strings on the guitar, just to let you know, all right? That's the E1. That's second one up is B. Third one up is G. Fourth one up is D. Fifth one up is A. And the last one is called an E6. Okay, now note your first string, which is the E1, starting at the bottom, right here. That's the E1. This string and that string are the same notes. It's just different octaves. This is the high octave, E, E1, and this is the low octave, E6. Okay, these are called open strings. When you're not forming chords, everything is, those are open strings. Okay, now I'll get back to you at another time about tuning the guitar. Okay, I'll get back to you another time with that. But what I want to show you today, I want to show you this chord that I learned. It's the first chord that I learned. Okay, now you don't have to spend no money. You don't have to beg anybody. I would suggest you go get the books in the stores if you want to learn how to play chord charts or learn chord charts. I learned how to play by ear. I had to learn my fretboard. That means every note on this fretboard, I had to learn every note on this fretboard. Now, having said that, this chord right here is called the G6. Okay, listen at this. Watch this. Now, I'm playing 5 strings in the chord. Now, there are all types of chords. You got 2-string chords, you got 3-string chords, you got 4-string chords, and then you got those chords where you play the whole entire string arrangement. Now, but what I want to show you the basics. This is called a G6. This is called a G, a regular G. Okay. Now you see how clean that is? Now listen at this. Now, you got 5 fingers, right? 5. Okay. Okay, you take, if you look a little closer, you take one finger, put it on the first 2 strings, 3rd position, okay? 1, 2, 3. 3rd position at the bottom. Play those 2 chords. These are two notes that are in the chord. Okay? Okay, now what you have a G. G, first one. The second one is D. These are the notes. Third one is B. That's a B note, and the last one is a G. Now that's a regular G chord. Now if you want to bring the thumb over and you press on the G bass, it becomes a full G chord. Okay, now I'm gonna take my hands off. Let's try it again. Right? Watch this. That's a G chord. Okay? Now, so that way you'll understand it. The formation is, we used to call it 2-1-1. 2 strings, you take this finger here, press 2 strings, you take your second finger, put it on the G, okay, that's, okay, I'm sorry, okay, on the G, and then the D, and the G. Okay, now, what I want to tell you is, playing guitar, playing any instrument is all about concept. Now, there's several formations that you can form any chord that you play, whether it be an F, C, B, G, whatever, D, E flat, B flat. There's several ways to play a chord. Now, I'm going to play a G chord for you. We're going to stick with the G chord today. Okay, today is called G chord class. Okay, now listen to this. Now, this is one G that I mentioned, the G6. Okay. Now, this is a G major. Okay. That's a G major. Okay. Now, there's some other G's. Now, what you do, now, like I said, I always play by ear. Okay, I play by ear. I used to turn the radio on and listen to like Earth, Wind & Fire, Shaka Khan, Jeffrey Osborne, George Duke. You know, that was real music. You know, the music that we have on the radio today is not real. A musician can't learn with the stuff that you hear on the radio with the hip hop, certainly not. You know, you can't learn. You got to go back to the old school, and you got to pick up records from Sly and the Family Stone, Larry Graham, and Graham Central Station, you know, people like that. You got George Benson and Wes Montgomery, you know, you got to pick up things, their music, or you go on YouTube. YouTube has everybody's music today. Back in the day, I had to go in the store and buy cassette tapes and 8-tracks and things like that if I wanted to learn the way somebody played. Okay, now, Now let's get back to the G chord. Okay, that's one G chord. That's the G6. Okay, this is the G major. Watch the G major. Same sound but different formation. Okay. Okay. This is called a G9. Okay, which is used a lot in jazz chords and jazz formations, jazz arrangements. This is called a, okay, that's a G9 or sharp 9, whatever you want to call it. Okay, here go another G chord. Okay, that's another G chord. Here go another G major, further up the scale here. Okay. Okay, and here's another G. See that? Okay, now let's go back to the beginning. Okay. Let's work on this G chord. This is a simple technique right here. Learn this chord right here. Okay, let's go back over it. 2, 1, 1. And make sure when you're forming those chords, make sure your fingers are not touching each other. It's going to take a lot of practice for a first timer, you know, but you know, I didn't learn overnight, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't learn guitar overnight. Now, get back to the G chord once again. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because, you know, I also sat with people that was more advanced than me. My father taught me the basics, and then once I learned most of the basics, I started hanging out with guys that were much more advanced than me. Some guys like to go to the bar or the club. I like to hang in the studio and hone my craft. That's what I like to do, you know. So I'm gonna leave you right now, and I hope what I've showed you helped you a lot. Okay? Have a good night.